What's up, guys? I have a fun video today. I wanted to compare Caleb Williams to the other second-year quarterbacks just to look at how they've performed in 2025. But also, I have some breaking news here, and I want to go ahead and get this injury news out early. Unfortunately, Colston Loveland is not going to play tomorrow. He had 3 targets in the first 6 passes of last week's game before leaving with an injury. I think going forward, he's going to be very involved in this offense. But with the bye week coming up and how many weapons we have, I don't think we should rush him back. I'm okay with him setting this one out. Other guys who it looks like will not be playing tomorrow are TJ Edwards and Grady Jarrett for sure. We could see a lot of reps for second round pick Shamar Turner. And with Darnell Wright out, I expect Ozzie Trapillo to at least be active and get some snaps, even with Theo Benedict getting the start. So for the first time of the year, I expect all 3 of our second round picks to be active. Also, all signs seem to be go for Kyler Gordon to return tomorrow. He said he's anxious to return to the field, and our secondary has definitely missed him. Kyler returning would be a huge boost to this defense. I think they still want to see how he feels in pregame warmups, but all reports are that Kyler should make his return against the Raiders. Also, the Bears have signed linebacker Carl Jones to the active roster and elevated 2 players for tomorrow's game as well. Defensive tackle Jonathan Ford and tight end Steven Carlson. Those guys will be adding depth with both Grady Jarrett and Colston Loveland not playing. Okay, and now it's time to talk about our quarterback. Let's go ahead and compare Caleb Williams to some of the other second-year QB prospects. Before last week's victory over the Cowboys, I heard people calling Caleb the worst QB out of all of the rookies picked last year, putting him behind Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr., and even J.J. McCarthy. It was a special year for quarterbacks, yes, but the Bears were supposed to have landed the generational guy, the one with the best chance to develop into a superstar. And after the rookie seasons, a lot of people already claimed that Jaden Daniels was the superstar from that class and that the Bears had missed. But 1 year is never enough time to judge a quarterback in the NFL. In fact, just look at last week. When Jaden Daniels was out and the Commanders put up 40 points and 400 plus yards against the Raiders. That's with a backup QB, journeyman Marcus Mariota. So that shows you that the Commanders have a really good team around Jaden Daniels. When they can put up 40 points and 400 yards with a backup quarterback, that means the team is pretty darn good. But today I wanted to compare the stats of this second-year quarterback class so far in 2025 and show just how good Caleb has been through 3 games, even without having stability around him. And of course, he has not been perfect, but he's had 3 different head coaches in the last year, and he's still been the best quarterback in Bears franchise history through his first 20 starts. So far, looking at every quarterback's numbers for their sophomore season, and Caleb easily looks like the best quarterback in the bunch statistically. He has the most TD passes with only 1 interception. He's thrown the second most yards and ran for the most rushing yards. He also has the highest QB rating and the 3rd highest completion percentage. Jaden Daniels being out has helped a bit, but he wasn't really lighting the league on fire his first 2 weeks either. Now he's missing 2 straight games, which, if you remember, my biggest worry about Jaden Daniels was never his talent. It was whether or not he could learn to protect himself and stay healthy in the NFL. Bo Nix, Drake May, and Michael Penix Jr. have all tossed some bad interceptions so far this year, and honestly, except for Drake May, all of these other second-year signal callers seem to have taken a step backwards. It happens a lot for year 2 quarterbacks. But meanwhile, Caleb is coming off the best game of his young career, and he seems to be on the verge of breaking out. Now, it's too early to really be making these comparisons, but I think a lot of people don't realize how well Caleb has played through the first 3 games of 2025. His numbers do not lie, and he needs to continue building consistency, but so far, he's on a really good pace. Tomorrow, we take on the Raiders in Vegas, and we need to get another win. My Profit X pick of the week is Caleb throwing 2+ TD passes. I like the over on 1.5 TD passes all day long. With Colston Loveland out, I would also go back to the well and go for Rome Odunze over 4.5 catches as well. He only had 3 receptions last week, but he had 9 targets and has been Caleb's favorite weapon all year. Use promo code SWIFT, claim up to 200 in profit cash. It's good on all plays for your first 30 days. Terms and conditions apply. Sign up today. I think I will be having my first live stream of the year for the watch along tomorrow, Bears versus Raiders, before the bye week. And this bye week comes at the perfect time for our team that's really banged up. But let me know in the comments if you guys want me to go live tomorrow. As always, I appreciate everyone who watches. Hit the like button for me to support the channel. And until next time, bear down.